everyone, and welcome to another sizzling Ready Steady Cook. Today's culinary king and queen are the wonderful Leslie Waters and exciting Tony Tobin. Hiya, Les. Fantastic. How are you, Tone?
All right, mate, how are you?
Goody good. Remember back in the old days when it was just a classic bag?
Yeah, we like that.
Yeah, well, we've got one of those today.
Oh,
You're very excited about that, aren't you?
Absolutely.
Oh, well, let's meet our first contestant from Bournemouth. Please give a warm welcome to Stephen Alder. Hi, Steve. How are you, mate?
Nice to see you.
Yep.
Hi, Stephen, how are you?
We used to work with each other, didn't we?
We did.
Hey,
Long time
many
ago.
years ago,
A long
down at the
time
old
ago.
Dolphin Square.
Dolphin Square.
We've got lots of secrets to
Dolphin
tell me
Road.
about Ainsley.
No. Well, maybe later.
Yes. What's your cooking skills like these days?
I still sort of like to imagine sort of nice things.
Yeah.
I'm a bit imaginative. I try my best to be a bit different.
Yeah, of course.
Well, I
And you-
come from Wales as well, you see, so
and
there's
you
always a
teach
bit of Welsh.
people how to cook, don't
A
you?
little bit.
Wonderful. The perfect assistant today, then, Les.
Absolutely.
Lovely to have you here,
But I
Steve.
like to be boss.
Yeah? Oh,
Oh,
really?
don't worry, I like bossy.
Oh, she's a bit of a bossy girl. Let's have a look at your ingredients then. Tip them out for all to
Okay.
see.
There we go. Ooh.
Oh, look at that. Now, that may be a first. That's it. Thanks very much for that. OK, talk to us about this a lot then, Steve.
Okay, well, red snapper, really, I chose red snapper because I just love the name. I just think snapper is much better than cod or halibut. It's just
Yeah.
snapper's got an oomph to it,
Yeah,
you know, like a bit of
doesn't it?
oomph.
Yeah.
And the vegetables are really vegetables that I cook with all the time, and I just like to do something a bit different with them.
What do you think, Les?
Yeah.
You like that?
Good, yeah. Lovely and healthy.
It is very good. How much did you spend? Was it
$4.99.
£4.99, you see. There's a caterer. He knows how to shop to the penny.
I gave a penny tip as well.
Did you really?
Yeah.
He just left it in there. Oh, wonderful. Well, you have a bit of a think, and I'm sure Leslie's going to come up with something. Both of you. You have culinary heads, you. What are you going to do over here, Les, for Stephen? They're so saucy over there, aren't
Definitely very, very salty. I think we're going to go two routes here with the fish. One is sort of maybe sort of a slightly Mediterranean approach, which I can see sort of potatoes, rosemary, cream and griddled snapper, yeah? And the other route perhaps slightly more Moroccan, a little bit of spiced, and to make some sort of spicy deep fried breads to go with it. So we make like a fish type of Moroccan stew.
Oh, that sounds very nice,
Yeah,
doesn't it?
served with sort of these spicy breads, crispy
Ooh.
breads.
Lots of spicy, fishy stews and stuff like that. That's right up your street, isn't it?
Very exciting.
You've got him very excited. Can't wait to see that, Les. Let's get them started. Very excited. 20 minutes when I say these words. Ready, steady, cook.
Okay, Ainsley.
Okay. Do you tend to go out and buy lots of whole fish, like, you know, a whole sea bass or a whole haddock? Or
Yeah,
I mean,
I
haddock
do.
is rather large, isn't it? But snapper's right up your street, isn't it?
It is. I don't like the way you said that, Ainsley, but anyway.
I know.
No, but you're right. I mean,
like tilapia, or one of
well,
those.
you know, to be honest with you, what I would do if I was at home a lot of the time would just be to score it
Yeah.
and stuff it with some orange and herbs and brush a little bit of olive oil over it and grill it.
Simple.
Really
Because
simple.
fish, and it cooks so simply. A lot
Yeah.
of people are put off by it, aren't they, Liz?
Yeah, absolutely.
Have we got a
Stephen,
job
can
there,
you peel
Stephen?
that potato for me, my love? So what we're going to do is to fillet it. Yeah, first of all, I can find my fillet knife.
Okay.
And it's got quite a sort of spiny, look at that, sort of quite sharp, so be a bit careful.
Stingray! Stingray! I'm going to get you. I'm being very silly today, aren't I?
What are you on?
Oh, do you ever buy fish and do it yourself then,
I
Stephen?
try. I'm not very good. What I haven't got is a sharp knife like that.
Absolutely. And you
Well,
know
don't look at mine, Stephen.
That's it, yeah. That's the secret, isn't it? A good sharp knife.
Yeah,
If you
it
can do that,
certainly
it's
is.
worth investing in there.
All right, so we're just going to finish off taking off that fillet.
Great.
And what I want you to do now is to wash that courgette for me.
Okay.
I'll come back and see you.
All right, my love.
Okay.
Right, now,
Well, all
mix
going
these
here.
together.
You've got your fish stock happening here, Les.
Yeah, I'm going to put a little bit of onion in that. Actually, Stephen's just making these breads for me. He's going to get a little bit of kneading done.
Okay.
So let's just do that. One bit of the fillet of fish. I've just put a little bit of olive oil, black pepper, rosemary. We put a little bit of white wine in the stock. just
And
to
that's
speed
and
things
how
up.
will you cook that? Are you going to char
I'm
grill
just going
that?
to char grill it, Ainsley, you know.
Okay.
Because I think that's probably the easiest thing. And I need some sunflower oil, actually, Ainsley. Can we just put that
Okay.
over here
Is this
for
for
the
a
bread?
bit of deep... Well, I've got vegetable oil. Will that do?
Vegetable oil's perfect.
And is it for deep frying at all, or just a splash?
It's actually, it's deep frying, so if you just fill up half of that.
Okay. So what about you, Stephen? Tell us a bit about yourself.
Well, I'm married.
To
Karen.
Karen.
She's here.
Yeah,
She's here.
where's she up there?
She's just out in the audience there with a purple shirt on.
Hello, how are you? Oh, no, she's doing fine. Oh, that was a good... Now, what about work? What is your job?
Well, I work now as a lecturer at Bournemouth and Poole College in Dorset. And I work with various students, some of them with special needs. But I actually teach cookery. Part of it is teaching cookery.
Yeah.
And I actually last summer did a couple of Ready Steady Cook sessions with them.
Oh, really?
And they loved it. They thought
A
it was
lot of
fantastic.
people tend to do that around the country. It's because it's such a good project,
it's
isn't it?
fantastic.
You give them some ingredients, you say, right, 20 minutes, half an hour, go and do it.
Well, in fact, they go and shop as well. They go and budget. I give them £5 and they go and budget their own food.
Brilliant. That
Prepare
sounds
it and-
very exciting. And how do you introduce fun into it then? Just through that means, or do you... It's just...
When you're Welsh, they just laugh at me, basically. I just make little jokes as we go along. I do little food demonstrations as well, and sometimes they go wrong.
Yeah.
And they love it when they go wrong. And so, in fact, sometimes I actually deliberately make them go wrong.
Yeah.
They enjoy it.
That's the secret. How's it going here, Les?
It's going fine, my love. I'm just gonna
Okay,
take out some
11
of this
minutes.
stock.
Okay, so that is the fish stock that we were referring to.
I'm just going to put that in there, whack on the lid because I really want that to cook fast. My potatoes are on, tomatoes going in, and we're going to make a sort of like a pesto.
Could you put
Moroccan
tin tomatoes
pesto.
in there for
Yeah,
people at home?
absolutely. There's nothing wrong with using tin tomatoes, you know,
Yeah.
at all. Right, grated orange rind. I need my grater.
Okay.
And some spices.
Okay,
So
what
let's
type
have
of grate are you looking for, Les?
Just something to take the rind off the orange.
Okay,
so
then.
in here, cayenne, paprika, there you go. All right, so let's just get a little bit of turmeric in.
Okay.
Let's get a bit
And
of
how about that
paprika.
grate of that one there?
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
perfect. Now, Stephen, how are you doing? Right, now what I want, really, should let these rest.
Right.
But we haven't got the time. I want you to roll them out into nice, thin pancakes for me.
Fine.
Really thin.
Thin.
Okay, you might
Okay,
need a
Les,
little
I'll
bit
let
of
you get
flour.
on with this. I think that's enough there, isn't it?
Thank you, my love.
That's an absolute
You're
pleasure.
marvellous.
Okay,
All right.
halfway exactly now.
Cool.
Okay,
Yeah.
Stephen, what is exactly has he made up here?
He's made up a dough using
Yeah.
plain flour, melted butter and water. If
Yeah.
you've got wholemeal flour, you could use half and half. He's mixed it to a dough, and he's now going to roll them out into very thin pancakes, and we're going to deep fry them.
Lovely. Okay, smashing. How's
Hello,
it going,
my
Les?
love. Alrighty, okay, so potatoes, cream, garlic, black pepper, rosemary.
Yeah.
The breads are in here,
Yeah.
and they're frying very, very nicely. They look a bit like poppadoms.
They do, actually.
Yeah?
I was going to say that, Les.
Yeah. And they just need to be fried. Stephen's going to look after them. They will bubble up. You might need to flip them
They
over,
bubble up.
Stephen.
The fat could have been a little bit hotter, couldn't it, to get that browned
Yeah.
almost instantly, but that's
Yeah.
fine. Okay, that's
Could have been a bit
acceptable.
hotter, yeah.
All right.
Absolutely right. Back to this now. This is just like a tomato courgette ratatouille, really,
Yeah,
at this
that's what
stage.
it- yeah.
Now in here, we've got our spices, which is turmeric
Yeah.
and also paprika, garlic.
Yes.
Have a smell.
Oh, yes.
Have a smell,
Oh.
Stephen.
Very, very nice. 5 minutes to go.
We're going to put that in there now and just let that, and
Okay.
the orange, yeah?
Yeah.
Going through.
And that's lovely. And that's very kind of Moroccan, North African, isn't it? That orange and all that flavours.
Yeah.
They're very much, they like to sort of glaze those up, char grill those. Now, what about the other fish? Have we got anything else cooking here?
Oh, Ainsley, thank you. First of all, I'm just going to put these little bits of the other fillet just on top of the stew like so.
Okay.
And we're just going to let that cook. There should be a lid somewhere. Yep, there it is.
Okay.
And this is nearly ready to flip over. Fish onto griddle.
Okay.
Pan should be nice and hot by now.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it is. On
And
the
you-
rosemary
And you're going to serve that with...
with the potatoes here, with
Beautiful.
the garlic.
It's like a dauphinoise,
Like,
really, isn't
like
it?
a quick dauphinoise,
A
yeah. We
quick
parboil the
dauphinoise,
potatoes
that's it,
first.
lovely.
Flip these.
Flip them,
Yeah,
darling,
just,
flip them.
that's it. Turn that over. That's it. That's it.
Oh, that's great.
Roll
well
that round.
done.
There we are. That's
Brilliant.
it.
Okay.
Don't try that at home, actually, because we cooks have got asbestos fingers.
Yeah, we
Now,
have-
you talk about serving. You've served some quite high-powered people in your time, haven't you?
I have a little bit, yeah. I used to work when I was in London for an agency, and I actually did some work for Prince Charles and Lady Diana at the
Oh,
Highgrove.
wow. Yeah, I remember doing all those things.
Yeah, I did. A little function there in the grounds of Highgrove.
And you've worked on one of the big liners, was it the
Kiwi 2.
Kiwi
yes.
2?
Yeah, yeah.
And I bet you met lots of different people on there, didn't
I
you?
did. I met, various stars and various personalities. None as big as you.
Oh, go on, name them. Name them. Are we talking about what? Oh, it was a famous man from Dallas, was it?
Larry Hagman.
Larry
yes.
Hagman.
Larry Hagman was one of my passengers,
Yeah.
and I was I didn't like asking for autographs.
Yes.
But some of my mates in the other restaurants used to come up and say,
Go on,
get
ask
his
him.
autograph,
Yeah,
get his autograph. So one of my mates came up and said, can you get Larry's autograph for us? So I went up, I said, Mr. Hagman, could you sign this piece of paper? And he went, yes. Who's it for? I said, it's from my friend. He said, What's wrong with me, boy? I got really upset that I didn't ask him for his
I mean,
autograph.
he did have that kind of twang about him, didn't he? But a real presence.
Oh, absolutely.
Because of what he was.
Fantastic guy.
Sure, dear. 3 minutes to go, by the way. 3
Right.
minutes.
Okay, Stephen.
Yes?
You need to taste this, season it. Salt,
Okay.
pepper.
That fish needs turning over.
Thank you,
Those
my darling.
potatoes look gorgeous. Look at that. Oh, fantastic. Beautiful.
Oh,
This
look at
is
the fish,
really
which is just
coming
about
along.
to flip.
Okay, fish is
Oh,
going over.
yeah, with the
Spectacular.
I think that
Come back
one's
and
ready.
see you later. What's going to happen? That music tells you there's 1 minute to go.
Right.
Okay, then. Sausage, egg and beans and the fish stew. It's all happening here today, everybody.
Bread.
Beautiful. That's it. We've got crunchy breads coming up. We've got fishes cooking over
Bring the
there.
breads over, Stephen. Put them onto, actually, onto the
45
side
seconds
here.
now.
Bring the
45.
herbs over. Bring the herbs
Okay.
over, that's it.
Tony's carving his sausage beautifully. That's it. Leslie's piling up her lovely breads there. What would that be called? It's like just like a naan almost.
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah,
Like
exactly.
a naan. Okay, about 20 seconds coming up. Help me count down in a few seconds, audience. Be ready. Okay, did you get some wine, red or white wine for you?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, help yourself. 20 now, coming up.
I'm fine.
Anything, my love, anything.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop cooking. That is the end of it. The lovely twist about having a banger and eggs over there, and look what she's done with the marvellous fish here. Look, beautiful. Bit more Percy pepper, very nice indeed. Now, what are you going to call this, Les? You get stuck in, Stephen.
I think snap it, lap it, and get it down your gob.
Oh, very nice indeed. I'm sure he will do too. He's straight in there. Now, let me remind you of what Stephen brought along. Red snapper, onion, tomato, courgette, and potato. He spent $4.99. What did you do?
Right, we've made these sort of breads, deep-fried breads, using just flour, melted butter and water, rolled them out very thinly, deep-fried them to serve with this type of Moroccan fish stew, which is using tomatoes, courgette, onions, loads of garlic, and the snapper. And we basically cooked the stew a bit like a ratatouille, yeah, and then we made a paste up using paprika, turmeric, garlic, olive oil, coriander, chives, whizzed it up and stirred it into the stew. This we just made like a potato dolphin rice, potatoes cooked in cream, flavoured with rosemary and garlic. And the mullet was just the snapper was just marinated in rosemary and olive oil and just griddled and just sat on top. So it's kind of quite Mediterranean, quite sort of Moroccan.
Moroccan too. Absolutely, two different types of flavours, but hey, from one caterer to another, what do you think?
Gobsmacked.
Really?
Literally gobsmacked. I just can't. That's just fantastic.
Is it
I mean, the
beautiful?
flavours are just the orange that comes through in the garlic.
Yeah, oh
there
yeah,
is just-
we put orange zest in the paste that went through with the garlic as well.
Well
Yeah.
done to you. Well done to you. There you go, ladies. Once again, two very satisfied customers. So, who are they going to choose? Is it going to be Leslie's green pepper or Tony's red tomato? Let's find out. Will you all please vote now? Oh, well, it's always close between you guys, and it remains so, but today it's the red tomato! Oh, well done to you. And there's £100 spending money there for you. So do enjoy yourself. Well done to you too, Chef. Lovely fried egg. Okay, what can I say? You're going to go home with our lovely hamper back to
Fantastic,
Bournemouth.
yeah,
And I'm
fantastic.
sure, you know, you picked up a couple of ideas.
Oh,
there,
this
haven't
is
you?
just wonderful. I just will remember the day forever. Fantastic.
Well, regards to all the students, and and of course your lovely wife's here, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
And thank you too, Les. Come and join us, guys, because once again it's time for our quickie bag. So I'm going to have to leave you and the lovely Sue here. Give them a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Susan and Stephen. Thank you.